Please welcome Mike Lyons.
I'm going to be putting a national caliber lifter through the workout. So, Jordan, he's going to join along with us today. So, hope you guys like it, and we'll put Jordan through a good workout. So, here we go. So, we're getting in the same angle that we mentioned before. So, you're leaning in, elbows come down, so you get that full rep range. And you're going underneath first. So, when you come down, you're more so pushing through these two fingers and your thumb. And when you end, you're driving the back of your hand away from each other. So you're driving it away. Staying in this position, all you're gonna do is twist your hands around. So now you're doing the exact same movement, but from an overhand grip. Again, going away. I just personally, I like the feel of the other hand more so than the over. I find it activates the tricep a little bit more for me. A lot of people like the overhand first. Really, it doesn't matter. Wherever you feel activation the most, start with that one first. Basically standing alternate curl. I like doing this to warm up. I like doing something that has full range right off the get. So it gets the elasticity and the stretch going. Because once you start getting heavy, it's you gotta concentrate on form, you gotta concentrate on everything. So I like doing something that warms up the whole muscle. So with a bicep, as you can see, I'm starting in hammer and I'm ending with a twist at the top. Not going crazy heavy, just using a weight to get blood flow and get the muscle warmed up. As you're coming down, Jordan, it's almost like you feel like the dumbbell's coming away from you. There you go. There. Everything else is perfect. It's just that coming away feeling. You're really feeling that negative on the way down. The key benefit is you have someone to push you. Someone to really look and eyeball your form. So hopefully your partner has just as an educated eye as you do, or more. So they can really kind of look at your form. Really negate and kind of push you in that avenue. And as you progress into the workout, obviously they're going to push you. They're going to make you do a couple more reps than you thought you were going to do. So a lot of people start to feel a burn. They're like, I'm done. Realistically, if you have someone there, you can not swing and just stand there, and they can kind of help you through that rep, so you can keep that form. That's one of the better benefits. I myself really never had a partner when I competed. I just learned to keep the form as much as I could, but having a partner is awesome. Something I'd highly recommend. Elbow stay right here. This part of your hand is pushing away. Good. I want you to go further in, so you get longer range. There. You almost feel that come right up against the bicep. There you go. You just added like an inch and a half to your range. Again, go until you start to feel that burn, and then switch to the other way. Same thing, yeah, just switching it over. Same rep range. So in, elbows nice and tight. Now you're pushing them away. Push down like this. So one that I'm seeing right now, see you're pushing with the odor. So when you're coming down, you're pushing you're pushing that pad down. There. There you go. Now you're gonna hit the overhead a lot more, and it's gonna burn like a mother. Good. So that's one of the most common mistakes. Everyone kind of comes with the pinky end, right? If you're doing a rope, yes, you are holding the rope in that fashion. But if you have these handles, you're able to kind of twist your hand out. So when you can start here if you like, but you have that ability to kind of get that full range. Same as a bicep. You start in the hammer and you come up and you end here. Should be the same in the tricep. You start and end here. And then the under, you're starting and you're ending here. So it's when you have that ability to go full motion, take it. So obviously if you're in a rope, you don't have that mobility, so you're stuck in this motion. You have these handles, you have that advantage, So take it. So first benefit is, if you think about your arm like a balloon. So I mentioned it before on another arm day video. My whole concept when it comes to arms is, think of the muscle as a balloon. Trying to get as much blood in there as possible, get a big pump. So when you do just bicep, you're only putting blood in here. Then when you go to tricep, that blood transfers and it goes to the tricep. If you're doing both, bicep then tricep, bicep then tricep, your body has no ability but to put blood in both areas. So your pump's gonna be more intense. You're gonna feel every rep that you're doing on both ends. So once you get a really good pump on your bicep, when you're coming up here, you feel your forearm against the bicep. And then you feel the contraction of the tricep. Same when you go to the bicep, you're coming up and you're feeling it. When the bicep, when the dumbbell comes down, you feel that tricep kind of holding that weight. So you're not only feeling it where you want it, you're feeling full range on both bi and tri. So I always think of it as put as much blood in as you possibly can, both ends. So don't just do all bi and then all tri, because the bi's gonna transfer it. The bi's gonna take that blood out of the tri and bicep and put it in the tri. So if you do both at the same time, you're gonna pump both up. So bigger pump, bigger muscle. Feel that negative on the way down. There you go. Yeah. And then really when you come up, that little twist. It doesn't have to be a massive twist, it's just enough to get that extra squeeze. And that's one thing a lot of people miss, is when they're coming up, they don't do that small little twist at the top to get the full squeeze. And then that negative, see how he's putting the dumbbell away from his body, he's feeling that from first of the rep down to the bottom of the rep. And as it hits, he's already in mid-swing of the next one. This is good form of an alternate bicep curl. Come on, boy.
Catch up. Over.
This, the whole idea is pushing this, and you come down, this, So really crank it. There. You feel it touch your bicep on the up. So if you gotta lean into it, don't move your arm, just lean into it a bit more. There you go. There. And when you get to the failure point, which is probably 2 to 3 reps more, we're gonna switch right over. 3, 2, last one, switch. Same idea. Right at the very top, elbows nice and tight, and you're driving that pad of the hand. Remember the pad of the hand, not the pinky. Push. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Good. So, if you look at me and Jordan, our stature's a little bit different, right? So, for him, where these handles are so long, he has to bend over, right? So to make it, so what I tell people is find the angle that works for you. I'm obviously a lot shorter than him, so if you look at me, my bend over isn't that much, but he's a hell of a lot taller than I am. So yes, to get that correct, like forearm to bicep, he has to bend all the way over. That's just because he's so tall. He's not doing anything wrong in his form. His form is proper, but to do it in a fashion that's going to get him in the right spot, the only other way is to change the handle to the small ones, but he's not going to have that full range. So the easy maneuver is he just bends over further. So
it goes to show everyone works differently, and you can't really take 100%. Stuff off a TikTok.
Everyone's body is different. Everyone's anatomy is the same but different, because my limb length is shorter than his limb length. My spinal column is short compared to my limbs. He might be in a different fashion. His spinal column is long and he has short limbs. But at the end of the day, he's 6 foot something and I'm 5 foot something. So he has to navigate his body to get in that form. That's just anatomy. That's not like he's bent over too much. No, he's getting in the proper form. He's doing exactly what I told him to go up until his forearm hit his bicep. He had to bend over to get there. So, and then he started to swing to make that. And I was like, no, don't swing, just bend over more. It's you got to remember the whole point of arms is to minimize elbow movement. So if elbow starts to move, your back is doing it for you. If your elbow goes up, your front delt's doing the bicep curl. So if you minimize this, then yes, you're getting full movement of the bi or the tri. So again, it's come down to common sense. If you're using your elbow to help the movement go, you're not using the muscle that you're trying to use. So it makes it kind of simplistic that way. So basically you don't have to like really grab his hand. He's got the motion. So when I come in to spot him, I'm literally fingertipping it and just kind of helping him through. Minimal, let him still feel the weight. If I take the weight off, it negates what he's feeling. Come on. I'm literally just, I don't want him to stop. So when he gets to the point and he starts doing this, then their form breaks. So what my whole thought is he's coming up and I see it slow, I'm just literally enough to keep it going. So he doesn't have to do this. So the whole point is don't let them break their form just so they do this. So when they start coming up and you see them slow, just like literally finger, just enough to keep it going. One more. Good. Again, you saw, literally, this is what I'm holding that ball by 2 fingers and I'm just enough for him to go through.